Congratulations, you've decided to ditch your store-bought rod and build your very own custom fishing rod. We're going to walk you through all the steps that it takes, from spining your rod blank all the way to wrapping guides, gluing your handle, and applying rod finish. This is Rod Building 101. The first step in building your custom fishing rod is to find the spine. Couple things you'll need: masking tape, China marker, and of course, your rod blank. The spine of a rod blank is actually a locking point. When this blank is flexed or deflected, you will feel the rod blank lock into a position, and that is where that rod blank likes to bend. So, I'm going to show you how to find that spine or locking point with this tape flag that I have on the blank, the rod blank, and a flat, hard surface. When we are deflecting this rod blank, do not deflect it more than 90 degrees. It's unsafe and completely unnecessary. I'm actually going to put my left hand, since I'm right-handed, put my left hand about 3/4 of the way up the rod blank, and I am going to bend the rod towards the table or workbench. And as you bend it, you will notice this flag rotates. It's in a down position right now. If I roll this with my hand while it's deflected, it'll snap into place. You'll notice that most rod blanks will have two spines. They tend to be approximately 180 degrees opposite of one another when deflected. Before building, I actually will create a longitudinal line along the rod blank to mark the spine. That way, as I am sliding on my grips and reel seat, I can take this tape away and all of my handle parts will slide right over the top of my China mark. What I do is I leave the rod blank in its deflected position and I lay it on top of my shoulder, keeping the blank deflected. You'll notice the flag is still up. It's still in its locking point. I make a nice heavy mark with my China marker on the rod blank, and then throughout my entire build, I can reference this mark to know that my handle, reel seat, and all of my components are properly aligned with this rod blank's spine. If you have a multi-piece rod blank, spining that blank is the same as a one-piece, except we're going to do each individual piece separately first. So this is a two-piece rod blank. I'm going to take the tip section and I'm going to deflect it on the table or workbench just as I do with a one-piece. I find the spine. I mark the spine just as you do with a one-piece rod blank. Then set this aside and you're going to spine your second or third or fourth piece as you move through your multi-piece. This is a two-piece, so I'm going to use the bottom section here. Keep in mind, this section can be very rigid. Do not force this rod blank to spine. This one does have a little bit of deflection to it, so you can find the spine, but it's not very noticeable. Each section in a multi-piece rod blank moving towards the butt section will get harder and harder to spine. If you have a fly rod that is maybe a 4-piece and your bottom section is maybe only this long, this is going to be a difficult section to spine. In all honesty, it is okay to just forego the last section of a fly rod if you feel you can't deflect it enough to find the spine. So again, with this butt section, we deflect it, find the spine. Now, to complete the blank spining process, we put the blank together, we align all of our spine marks, and now we just check it, just as a one-piece blank, and your spine is complete. Now that we've marked our spine on our rod blank, I'm going to remove this masking tape flag, and we can move on to the next step, which is handle assembly.